Yeah, man. So I think it's only right that I bring you here because I don't know. I think it's been maybe 10 shows ago, maybe a little bit more. I've been playing your music, and I know you've been getting emailed a lot by my team.
My friends are hitting me up like, oh my gosh, Joe K's playing your stuff.
I've been playing your music a lot, so I was like, wait a second. I've been playing too many tracks of his. I need to just get him in. And I remember we DM'd a while ago.
Yep.
And then here we are, man.
Yeah.
Welcome. We got my man.
Thank you so much for having me.
Of course. We got Kiefer in the building. And if you don't know who Kiefer is, we're going to let the music talk. You're about to play a set for us after we're done chatting here. What can we expect from you?
I'm just playing a lot of music off of my record that just came out, off of Stone's Throw Leaving Records, entitled Kickinit Alone. And it's sort of like a beat tape sort of album, and it features myself playing piano. I'm trained as a jazz pianist, and I make beats as well. And so this album is my first attempt at trying to merge the two. And so, yeah, that's what I'll be playing material from.
I was doing my homework, and you don't really do interviews.
Well, I've done a couple. I love doing interviews, to be quite honest.
I couldn't really find much, but tell us about yourself. So how long have you been a pianist, and how long have you been, producing?
Well, I've been playing piano basically my entire life. My bedroom that I grew up in, you take one step out the door and the piano's right there. So, when I was a baby, I was playing it. My dad was basically showing me how to play like blues piano, more or less. So piano's been a lifelong thing. As far as producing and making beats goes, I started doing that more like in middle school. When I was like 12, 13 is probably when I started doing that. But kind of just doing it for fun, on the side of, my more serious like endeavors on the piano with regards to jazz training and whatnot. And so by the time I got into college, I went to UCLA where I studied jazz. And in between my combos and rehearsals and gigs and piano lessons and stuff, I was making beats. And so I got more serious about it.
Did you finish school at UCLA?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I graduated 3 years ago.
Dope.
And I've just been, out in the world playing and trying to grow.
Did people in school at the time, like, were you real private about your music, or did they were people around you aware?
I think people, my homies definitely knew that I was like into beats and stuff, but I wasn't like, I never played a show. Like the first set I ever played was probably in October.
Yeah.
And then fast forward like 1 month later, I had like a Low End Theory set in December.
That's so essential. If you ever move to Los Angeles, you got to play, Low End Theory, or not even if you live here, just in general, that's the place you have to play. Right.
Yeah. And I think what facilitated that was my experience playing with other guys who were already really plugged in, like Mind Design, John Wayne, Iman Omari, guys like that. So by the time I got my shit together, ooh, can I cuss on here? I don't even know.
It's all good. We cut that out.
So once I got my music together, I basically had already had like a platform, more or less. People came out. It's cool.
So it was on our end, it was Jerome Vanda was on SoundCloud, and he reposted I don't know what track it was. I don't know if it was Most Beautiful Girl or it was one of your joints, but I was hooked. And the thing is about your sound, it just has so smoky, it's so soulful, has that analog, that vinyl hiss. But the way you play the keys, man, it's like there's no need for a vocalist, which I think is dope. Obviously, a vocalist could rock over your music,
right?
But I felt smarter listening to your music. I don't know what it is. So I think that's an amazing trait, and I listen to a lot.
That's what I want to hear.
Yeah, I listen to a lot of music, man, and I listen to a lot of boom bap, a lot of soul, a lot of jazz, and not everything captures my attention. And your music, man, is just like everyone that I've played it for, that I've been playing on the show, everyone just keeps talking about you, and it's good music to study to. It's good music to have conversations, with it playing in the background. So I really appreciate it, man.
Thanks so much. That means a lot. I really appreciate that. I put everything into that record, and I'm just like overwhelmed with the support that I've gotten since. So it's been really cool. Yeah.
How long have you been in Los Angeles? Because you're originally from San Diego.
Yeah, moved here 7 years ago to go to school at UCLA,
Word.
from which graduated 3 years ago.
Has it been easy for you to adapt out here?
Well, it took a little while because I was kind of stuck in the school bubble, going to class every day, studying music and doing that whole thing. Didn't really leave campus until I graduated. So when I graduated, I moved out to the Valley, and I had a teaching job out there.
Word. When did Leaving Records and Stone's Throw come along?
That was, well, I was like networking and like meeting a lot of people, in that family kind of the last like 2 or 3 years. It wasn't until like January that Leaving Records and I officially were like corresponding about, putting a project out. And that project came out, I think like March, I don't even remember.
March 3rd.
It came out.
Yeah, March 3rd.
There you go.
Who reached out to you? Was it Matthew David?
Yeah,
was
Matthew
Peanut Butter
David.
Wolf?
No,
Nice.
Matthew David hit me up. And
So is that considered, because Leaving Records is like a sub-label of Stone's Throw, right?
right,
So it's still kind of considered Stone's Throw.
right, yeah.
Copy. Okay.
Yeah.
And in terms of, bro, like Stone's Throw is such a legendary label.
Mhm.
Even to this day, they stay putting out heat. And when it comes to the vinyl game and just putting out physical product and just staying true to their sound, they're just
Right.
always so true. And they're like the definition of a Los Angeles, sound. I feel.
Yeah, most definitely.
Top tier.
They definitely are hitting like a really interesting niche audience, but doing it with a lot of conviction and not really caring, not really caring if the sound is up to whatever standards other labels are upholding, and just putting out material that Peanut Butter Wolf and everyone there really believes in. So
Yeah. Have you connected with Madlib or anybody on
I met
that level?
Madlib one time, but
Yeah.
no, not officially. That's one of my heroes for sure.
Of course.
Peanut Butter Wolf is always around at shows and stuff, so I met him a number of times, and everybody there is awesome. I
Yeah.
love everyone there. They're super sweet.
What's next for you?
Man, I have so much material. Part of my approach is to just create as much music as possible. I make a beat every day, and I like
That's
most
sick.
of them. Maybe I'm not too discerning of my own music,
Yeah.
but
Do you plan to work with are there any dream collaborations, like on a vocal level, that any artists that you want to work with?
Yeah, I've been making music with Anderson .Paak a little bit. That's been really
Hey.
cool. If I can name drop real quick.
How was that experience in detail?
Oh, well, I haven't actually worked with him directly.
Just been sending him stuff?
But they've been taking a great deal of stuff that I've made. And also, I've also been playing keys on, a lot of stuff that goes through that whole operation. So,
Nice.
if you're familiar with Callum Connor, he's like,
Is it Callum
Yeah.
or Calum? Callum?
Man, I thought it was Callum. This
Oh,
is supposed
whatever.
to be one of my best friends. Maybe I should know.
No,
I
no,
know
no.
him as
I thought it was
Matt,
Cam.
so
Word.
I just call him that, I guess. But I've been working with him a lot.
He's an in-house producer for Anderson .Paak and DJ, yeah?
That's correct. Yeah, so I've been friends with him the last 2 years, and we've made a lot of stuff. And I think there's a lot of really, really dope stuff on the horizon. Definitely.
What is
Stay tuned to us.
that the new Anderson .Paak forthcoming record sound like?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know anything.
Can't give a sound direction?
I'm just the piano player. I don't know.
You're like the guy from Eyes Wide Shut, the dude with the blindfold, and he's just playing the keys, like not knowing what's going on in the room.
Yeah, exactly. That's me. I
Word.
don't know anything.
Word,
But no,
man.
it's gonna be tight though.
And
Rest assured.
anybody else that you want to work with that haven't worked with yet?
I like working with my friends. I like Swarvy and Mind Design and John Wayne. I'm always doing stuff with them. Man, I know there's somebody I can think of. I mean, I want to work. I want to make beats for everybody. I want to make beats for Kendrick. I want to make beats
Sick.
for,
We were just playing that
Chance,
that
everybody.
Beach House Silver Soul sample from Money Trees. That was the track behind us right now. So that's
Nice.
funny you say Kendrick.
Hey,
Always in the same wavelength. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And on the last note, any on your set that we're about to get into right now, is there any brand new music that you're about to like feature on here?
Oh, let me think.
Few
Yeah,
tunes?
there's a couple of unreleased things. I guess 2 or 3 unreleased joints on there. Yeah.
Nice.
I'm trying to get a project out. I'm thinking about putting out a project in summer. I know I just put out my first one in March, but I don't care.
Yeah,
And,
put it out, bro. If you're on a streak, if you're feeling it, put it out.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna put it out in like July. I mean, it's done. I could put it out today if I wanted to, but I don't think anyone would care. So I'm gonna wait.
That's not true.
Until July or August, and then hype it up. And I think I might put out another one in November, December.
Do it. Keep it coming, bro.
But anyway, yeah, I guess that's what we're looking at
All right.
with regards to that.
So yeah, to remind the people, Kiefer, Kickinit Alone is out right now worldwide, Apple Music, and can find that. And yeah, please support this, man. I really believe in your sound, and when the next project comes out, feel free to send it over. And it'd be dope when the timing aligns. I would love for our audience to see you play live as well. So we'll try to align that as well. So thank you. Let's get into your set, man.
That was an awful lot of compliments there to acknowledge. Thanks a lot, man. I really appreciate that.
Of course. All right, let's get right into it. Soulection Radio. You know where you heard it first. Kiefer, let's get to it.